Remember that, man. We're going to take a break and we'll be back. We'll be back with our featured program this morning. It's called On the Road. Yes, On the Road. Sergeant Henry will be here. We'll be making our presentation first, and then we're going to open the lines for you to make your suggestions. You might have a question or two, a recommendation. List goes on and on. Or you might have a statement you'd like to make. All that and more coming up right after this. Oh, and by the way, for those of you looking to do something with your mother, or you might be a mother yourself and looking for some sort of activity because you ain't into the backyard jam and the secrets and whatnot, you're a little too old for that, right? So you're thinking to yourself, well, what can I do to enjoy myself? Well, this coming Mother's Day, well, just before Mother's Day, there is a pre-Mother's Day concert. Oh boy, Valentine's. Pre-Mother's Day concert. It's going to be hosted down at the Antioch Baptist Church from 7 o'clock. That's right. Here's more information for you about that pre-Mother's Day concert.
Delta Petroleum in association with BBS Ministries presents a pre-Mother's Day concert and city launch featuring Bridget Blucher.
We are hearing of wars and rumors of wars. Nation rising against nation every day.
Come and celebrate with your mom at the Antioch Baptist Church Limekeel Development from 7 p.m. Admission is only $20 easy, and you get a free copy of her new album, Worthy.
I'm not moving from the presence of the Lord.
So, save the date, Saturday, May 7th. It's the pre-Mother's Day concert and city launch at the Antioch Baptist Church.
Oh, and by the way, for those of you interested in getting CDs and might not be able to attend the event, you can purchase your CDs, good morning, from Delta Petroleum for $30 EC. We'll be back right after these messages.
Farm care, that's my place. For all my pharmaceuticals, for my health care. Farm care, check them on 4th Street. They're the best I know, that's the only place to go.
And visit our Birdwalk branch at the Rams Shopping Complex for added convenience. Go online at farmcarerx.kn or facebook.com/farmcare to browse house brands such as Quality Choice and Puritan's Pride. Get health tips, learn about sales specials, and much more. Farm Care, for your wellness, comfort, and privacy.
At Nature's Discount, the herbal store on 4th Street, we provide herbal supplements for all your needs. Blood sugar, blood pressure, prostate, liver, heart, kidney, and more. Oils, pure herbal teas, wholesome vitamins, healthy foods, alkaline water, bodybuilding supplements, weight loss and sexual health supplements, even hair and body care products. We support the natural health of the whole family. Get healthy naturally. Call us at 662-5447. Like us on Facebook, Nature's Discount Nutrition Center. Your get healthy, feel wealthy people.
Skelec, your reliable and responsible utility company, is giving one lucky customer free electricity for 1 year. Pay your bill in full and you will be entered to become that lucky Skelec customer to receive 1 year's free electricity. Yes, all customers clearing their bill for the months of March and April stand a chance to win free electricity for 1 year. That's not all though. Customers making bill payments for 50% or more can also win gas and food vouchers, a spa treatment, or dinner for two. Let Skelec power your year. Pay and win today. Terms and conditions apply. This promotion only applies to residential customers. Promotion runs from 14th March to 29th April 2022.
Skelec is here for you.
Delta Petroleum in association with BBS Ministries presents a pre-Mother's Day concert and city launch featuring Bridget Blucher.
We are hearing of wars and rumors of wars. Nation rising against nation every day.
Come and celebrate with your mom at the Antioch Baptist Church Limekeel Development from 7 p.m. Admission is only $20 easy, and you get a free copy of her new album, Worthy. the Change, Saturday, May 7th. It's a pre-Mother's Day concert and city launch at the Antioch Baptist Church.
Attention all drivers, I'm begging you to slow it down, slow it down, slow it down, down. Too many stunt drivers on the road, man. With the fire day, driver, what's your emergency? It's better late than never. So why all the hurry? Speeding is the main cause of plenty mishaps. The road is now a racetrack, threatening life and property, and all the result of that led to death and injury. Inconsiderate driving, this nonsense need to stop. Stop. I'm making it my business to alert all motorists, especially those who love to break traffic laws. I have seen what speed can do. Here I am to your rescue to help you to live. Just take this advice I give. Slow down. I want in all drivers. Slow down. Take care of your passengers. Slow down. Be careful on the road. Don't make it an episode.
All right, welcome back. Welcome back. It's time for our conversation as usual each and every Wednesday morning on the road with our guests from the traffic department. And I say that because they change from time to time. Right now we have Sergeant Henry, and we do appreciate her presence and company each every Wednesday morning. Good morning to you, Sergeant Henry.
Good morning, GQ.
How are you doing today, by the way?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good, good.
And how are you?
I am good as well, thanks. What's on the table for discussion this morning?
This morning I'll be talking about traffic accidents.
Mm-hmm.
And we have seen increase in accidents. Not much in fatal, but we have some fender benders and reckless or careless driving. And a person can be charged in 3 ways. We have careless and reckless and dangerous driving. That's 48 of the Vehicles and Road Traffic Act. We have 49, which is jockey and attention. And we have 50, which is causing death by reckless or dangerous driving. When someone drives recklessly on a road and they're being charged for that offense, the police taking consideration of the amount of traffic at the time and persons on the road. So even if the road is full of traffic and you drive in a manner and cause an accident, you'll be likely to be charged for dangerous or reckless driving. Sometimes we can also take that from the measurements of the stopping or the braking distance. Because sometimes some persons have like 100 and something skid mark or 70 something, then that person have to have a per speed.
Right, right.
So when we have things like that, we charge persons for reckless or dangerous driving.
Oh, that's where the measurement...
Yes, the measurement comes in, and especially the amount of traffic.
Right.
Because if you're driving all like now, so where the traffic is very busy, and you're going to be speeding, and for you to stop, it's going to be difficult. Because you have a per speed, and...
Well, for you to stop in a short...
distance.
Right.
Yeah. So, we take in consideration of that when we charging persons. We don't just charge persons because we want to charge them.
Okay.
We look at different ways and means and how the accident happened before we press charges against somebody. We have a lot of fender benders also. Some persons driving too close behind persons, and if the person in front of you stops suddenly, you don't have enough time to maneuver or nothing, you collide to the person's vehicle. When you go for your license, it always tell you, make sure you have a car or a vehicle distance between each person.
Right.
So if the person stops sudden, you have ample time to stop.
Right.
Well, causing that by dangerous driving, we know that one. Sometimes you're not, you're not the cause of it, but sometimes persons walk across the road and they might come from behind a vehicle, you didn't see them, but you cause the death still. But when you go to court, then something else will happen. But so we have 3, and we also have where you can be charged for driving without due care and consideration for other road users.
Right.
This is where, okay, rain just fall, a puddle of water, then you come down with speed and wet up somebody. You have consideration for the person.
You could be charged for that.
Yes, you can.
Okay. That's if the individual press charges.
Yes, if they make a report.
Okay. Okay.
Because if you see a puddle of water, why should you
What's the charge for that, by the way?
driving without consideration for the road users?
Is there a fine for it?
Well, you could be fined. Yeah.
Okay.
So, these are what I want to talk about this morning. Also, some persons, when they're parking, okay, you know, this space is too small. We have a lot of parking lot accidents also. Persons want to go in a space and then they cannot fit. When they go in, they collide to somebody's vehicle.
Okay.
So if you know you cannot fit in a space, because when I got my license first, I'm not going to do parallel parking. No. I'll make sure if
Hopefully
I
you
can't
can
go forward.
now, right?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
If I'm not going to go forward and get in, I'm not going to do parallel parking. So if you're like me, don't try it.
Okay.
Yes, so I'll stop there for this morning. Don't find if you have any calls.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Let's take this first call. Good morning. Hey.
Good morning,
Morning, brother man.
and good morning, Inspector Henry.
Good morning. I'll take that.
Okay. I like what you say. Now hear my point here now. All police, they are police 24/7. And when somebody is making excessive noise on the road in the vehicle, they do not have to pass the police for the policeman to observe that. You could hear the noise coming from a distance. So I am calling on all police who realize what is going on with this excessive noise. Stop the vehicle and deal with the situation right there. Because we've been talking about this noise pollution for years now. And you got some ignorant, willful vehicle operators. They don't care. I mean, you're supposed to be at rest, undisturbed in your place where you're paying for where you live, without those people in the vehicle. Sometimes the boom, boom, boom in the vehicle sound like the boom them that going on up in Ukraine or from Russia. And it is not good for people ears. Like I said, people supposed to be able to rest in peace from these noise. That's all I have to say. For today, thank you very much. Coming back to you later.
All right, brother.
Okay.
Okay, yes, you talk about the noise pollution. As I said on several shows.
Last week in particular.
Right. We cannot deal with noise pollution from vehicles, especially if the person is playing loud music. If the person rig the muffler, then we can charge them for that. The Noise Abatement Act only speaks to noise in playing from your house. So that will be a nuisance to the public or to the neighbor.
So in other words, culture, what Sergeant Henry is saying
That
to you...
will have to go before Parliament to pass. We can't do nothing. We could ask them to turn it down. Some people will, and as soon as they turn off, they put it back up. Yeah.
So you can't take action against it?
No.
Culture, you hear that, culture? You could call the neighbor, you could call the police and the neighbor and they could do something. But you can't call the police and the busman making noise, culture. Let's go back to the phone line. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yes, good morning, chaps.
Inspector, I agree with everything you said, but I just want to draw something to your attention. Now, there's two parking on 4th Street for people with disabilities. I had to drive round and round the other day to get a parking. And there are people who do not have a disability parking them. Isn't there something that the police can do about it? I keep asking about putting something on your windscreen or giving you a paper to say, well, then you have a disability, so you're able to park, and The police should have consideration if you park in a no parking area and you have a disability. The police should have consideration and kind of overlook it a little bit. I didn't say that leave it there all day, but at least overlook it for a few minutes so that you could kind of get to where you want to do and come back, because having a disability and having to go certain places is kind of difficult sometimes to walk it. Now, it might mean nothing to you at this point in time, but like I said before, it takes nothing for you to get a disability. Like I said before, I went to work one morning, and by 11 o'clock the same morning, I had a disability. I had a stroke. So I know that it takes nothing. So I'm just asking the police to be considerate of people with disabilities and try and put some more parking around town for persons with disabilities so they have access to the business places in town. And do something about the people parking up in spots where they're not supposed to. Thank you very much for your consideration, Madam Sergeant.
Thank you, sir. Yes, okay, for this, I take a note of it, and we'll see what we can do. But person who without disability not supposed to be parking in them spaces. And as you said, we can get a sticker or something for y'all to put on the vehicle. We'll try and work on that.
Okay. Let's back to the phone line. Line 2, you're live, and good morning to you.
Hey, pleasant good morning.
Blessed morning.
Since late, 2020, I've been trying to tell the noise part of it, right? It's not that the vehicles are making noise, you know. There are a lot of people now, buses and cars now, they are putting the speakers on the outside so the noise is not inside the vehicles, so you're hearing them like a half a mile now, especially the buses. The noise is not that came attached with the car. The speakers are, you look in the bumpers, they cut out the bumper, the 15-inch speakers in front and behind. So that is the noise that people are making noise about. It's not the noise that the car came with. The noise is not in the buses now, you know. The noise is on the outside. The speakers are fitted on the outside. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you for that, sir.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah. I guess his interpretation of what we said is overlooked. Yeah, it's overlooked. But my friend, let me repeat again. According to what Sergeant Henry, not according to what Sergeant Henry, according to what the law stipulates, as it is now, there's no law that speaks to that type of noise. The noise that comes with the vehicle is a different story. The noise from your neighbor, you can actually call the police and they can actually charge your neighbor. But as it relates to sound, that as you call it, sound pollution, there's nothing in the law right now that speaks to that. That's what I'm hearing from Sergeant Henry, as it says what the law stipulates. Line 3, you are live and good morning. Hey, buddy.
And good morning, Sergeant.
Good morning, sir.
Inspector to be soon. Anyhow, inspect everybody is amazing because you were saying you don't like parallel parking, and I love parallel parking.
You're showing off.
Yeah, not necessarily, but when you do something over and over, you get better at it.
But that's the thing, I got it first.
If you're not versed and if you're not comfortable with it, it makes no sense to show off, and then you show off with some money out of your pocket.
Right.
Because you're going to run into somebody's vehicle because you're not comfortable, but maybe you just see your friends and you want to give impression like you're so good at it. But if you're just not good, it may as well you go somewhere else where you can either go forward or just leave it alone. Bottom line. In relation to what I think they call tailgating, I definitely do not like it. Person driving so close behind of you when you're driving, I do not like it at all. As a matter of fact, I got in 2 accidents with my vehicle, and it's basically person run straight into my car. I was wondering if the car had something behind, say, run into me. Really and truly, because, you know what I mean, I just doing whatever I supposed to do, and then all of a sudden, stop, I hear bagadam, bam. So, it's not something, and then the thing about it, you have this thing what you call whiplash. Person don't understand accidents sometimes could turn into some serious injuries. So we just got to be careful. And one thing I will recommend, because we have so much vehicles, sometimes you can just either do carpooling or catch one of those bus if you don't have so much things to do in town. Because it's a headache. Bottom line, we don't have a lot of parking space, and now that they have the traffic lights, a lot of the spaces had to be removed. So person just need to use the common sense, and it don't make any sense you go in town and going round and round, you just can't get a parking spot. Carpool, catch a bus, that will make it easier for you. But as usual, Sergeant Henry, You're doing a good job. Continue to educate us on a weekly basis. I look forward to it.
Thank you, Carlo.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
All right, let's go to the phone line. Hi, good morning. You're live.
Good morning, sir. How are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
Good morning, Sergeant Henry.
Good morning
to you. I have a question, and I have one or two other things to speak of. I would hope that you could entertain my question. Isn't there such a thing they call Noise Abatement Act? You can answer when I'm finished. However, I like what you said this morning about people suddenly walking from behind a vehicle. Oncoming vehicle don't see that person until they're close to them. What sort of charges can be taken to that person who have done such a thing, causes me, you, or anyone to hit them? I know the licensing authority gives permission to people to park, especially in their business place, in front of it, etc., to exit and entrance. But then there is not such a thing that I believe anybody have the right to put objects in the road to facilitate passengers or customers, people who patronize their business, to park. Check Lozak Road. Sergeant, check Lozak Road. And why when other fellow police officers come to town from the traffic department, they can't do their job effectively? Just Saturday morning, I was at the market, and I was standing on the sidewalk waiting for the traffic to pass. I heard a horn toot, and I saw somebody in a vehicle that we angled towards me on the sidewalk, waiting for me to come off the park on the wall. Since then, they asked the people who were vending to get off the street and the sidewalk. Why now? They're giving permission, and I know they haven't. Why now? People have preferences to park on the sidewalk. Why only Alison Rouse can do what is right to do in sight and in law that respecting the traffic? Why, when other police officers come from the traffic department, can't do the work in town? Why only Alison Rouse can do that? I know that nobody is given the right to park on that sidewalk. And I know there is preferential treatment of me who have a business to put anything in front of my business, people to come and park, to patronize me. So check Lozak Road, Sarge. Do so. Check Lozak Road. And the question I asked about Noise Abatement Act, please, I ask you to entertain that. You have a good day. Goodbye.
Thank you, Carlo. The Noise Abatement Act only speaks to persons playing loud music from the house. As I said earlier, it's not for vehicle.
Well, for sound in particular, in terms of music,
yes,
right?
Music,
But
and
in
loud
terms-
music
right.
to disturb the person. Yes, you can play your music at a minimal, but you're not going to play it for your neighbors to hear. And if you play it for them to hear and they come and they tell you turn it down, just turn it down. If you don't, then, and they make a report, that can be a charge. Yes, because when I used to work Monkey Hill, I had that deal. Somebody just used to play the music and they say, oh, I just bought my stereo. Yes, but you're not playing it for you and your neighbors. You buy it to enjoy it in your house, not to disturb persons. I know somebody had to be evicted from the house for that by a magistrate.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. But as it relates to
Vehicles. No.
You're going to get challenged on that again, you know.
You talk about object in the road. Person's not supposed to be putting object in the road to hold parking space. The only person or the only department is the traffic department to put on signs or cones for space or no parking. Nobody's supposed to do that. That's an offense. And parking on the sidewalk also, the sidewalk wasn't made for vehicle, it made for pedestrian to walk on. Because if you park on the sidewalk, the pedestrian have to go in the road. And then the pedestrian gonna get knocked down.
Right.
So person not supposed to be parking on the sidewall, and person not supposed to be putting object in the road for parking space.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Let's go back to the phone line. Line 2, good morning, and you are live.
Hi, good morning, GQ.
Morning.
Morning, Sergeant and Inspector.
Good morning, Sergeant.
I have an issue. Yesterday I was in Bastille, and I walk up the street there by National Bank. You know, the street, the little narrow street there?
Rosemary Lane.
Yes. And while going up, you have vehicles parked on
One
left-hand side, yes. And a pickup coming down. And all I hear is bap, bap, bap. And when you look, some garbage bag right there. In the drain, with bottles. Busting, bow, bow, bow. People are run. And that is not good. You all must look into it. So whoever the people them be putting out them garbage bag with them bottles, they need to stop it. Then it look good.
All right, thanks for bringing that to Sergeant's attention.
Yes, I will forward that on to environmental. Yes, solid waste.
Good morning, you're live.
Yeah.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Libert.
Hey, good morning, Dio.
Yeah, and good morning to your sergeant.
Good morning.
Sergeant, you know, remember I called in Monday on Win FM pertaining to the block off and the roundabout down at Port Zante?
Yes, sir.
You explained to me and saying that two of the lighting. But what I take a walk and I went down there and watched everything good. When you have cars coming out of the parking lot at Port Zante, right? And you have people coming in from the Treasury area in the same route. Why is it both vehicles, one that coming out of the parking lot of Port Zante, have to wait until those who come in from the Treasury? When you had the left space open, that when you come on, you could have got left. And those who coming out of the Port Zante have to wait to make an exit to turn left when it could have been opened up to both vehicles. You all have to go down there and check it out and look at it, because where the light is facing Rams. And to go out of Port Zante, you have to go by the courts area with there is a light. So please go down there, check it out, look at it, and see if I'm making sense. Because blocking off a roundabout, it doesn't make no sense, absolutely. You have a good day.
Thank you, sir. I'll look into that.
All right, let's go back to the phone line. Line 3, you're live. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, GQ.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Sarge.
Good morning.
I am the chap who gave you some homework last week. You remember?
No, I don't. Refresh my memory.
With the lines in the road.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Did you Did you check it?
I spoke with the persons who usually do it. That's public works, sir.
Oh, okay. So I expect them to do it and get it organized. I expect them to do it and get it organized, right?
Okay, yes, sir.
All right, dear. When you get back up, I'll give you a call again. Thank you very much.
Okay, Mr. Haller.
Oh, man. Good morning. All right, we'll ask that caller. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. And how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Miss Henry?
Hi.
Good morning. You live up Taylor's, right?
Yes, I do.
I live up Taylor's, too. I have an issue up Taylor's coming from between, when you come east or west, right? You know this sign, you know there's a one-way sign to go down by Washington Archibald School, right?
Yes.
There's a one-way. You only could go down by
the school.
Go down Washi.
Right.
By between Washi and the Fairfield. Okay. I realize people keep coming up that way all the time. I don't know for what reason. And it's a one-way. You only could go down.
Yes, sir.
There's a gentleman live up Taylor's that they work. He work on that same station. I think it was last week Saturday. I was going down. Well, a lot of people are always coming up there. You're only waiting for accident to happen for y'all to do something about it. So when I go in on I block him off. If I know this is a one-way, you know. But you can't tell me this is a one-way. I live up here. And the one-way only for when school going on. Well, I went down. When I reached down there, I see
the sign.
And it said nothing else between no hours and no hours. It just say one way, right? So he does be on the same traffic talk, right? And when I talk to him, he give me some indecent language, right? And I decide when I don't call him and report it, because this is foolishness. He does be on the way you're talking about the same traffic rules, right? And for he to go on so, right? I find that to be hypocritical.
Yeah.
Right? So you all need to do something about it, because you only matter of time before somebody gets injured up there, coming up there, you know. People just come up there from Washi, full speed.
Yeah.
Right? And there's a wall blocking you from the
eastern side.
So when you're coming from west and you're turning, when you can't see no vehicle coming up, and you can't see no vehicle coming across because there's a wall there blocking you. So when I turn now from west to go down, and a traffic right and a vehicle right in front of me, there's nothing I could do because I'm blindsided. If you're coming from east, you could see the vehicle, but if you're coming from west, you cannot see a vehicle. And y'all need to do something about that there because only a matter of time, as I said. Only a matter of time. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Yes, I've seen that, and sometimes if I go in down and let the person them turn back, I will let them turn back. I got an accident right there. Coming from church on Sunday morning. Yeah, coming across from west, going home, and somebody fly up there. And I say, oh, he don't know. I said, but you live up here. So I don't see it, and when I see them, I let them go back. I will stop right to the top, and when they come up, I tell them, it's a one-way, go back down. Yeah.
Sergeant, thank you for your time as usual. Any closing words?
Yes. As we know, Saturday, well, this weekend into Monday is a long weekend holiday. And the Labour Party will be having the Queen Pageant show on Saturday. It will be hosted at Carnival City. So that road will be a one-way. Traffic will be only flowing from south to north. And then on the Monday, they're having the Labor Day March. So we'll be having one-way traffic flying from south to north on Boone Avenue. That's the one by the Thomas Comprehensive School. On Wigley Avenue, will be flowing from from north to south. Infirmary Road will be flowing from west to east. And on on Lockhart Street, that's the one in front of PAM headquarters. Traffic will be flowing from north to south. Also on George Street, parking will be only permitted on one side, and this side will be on the southern side of the street. Because the march is going across there. So the march will leave from Patsy Allers playing field onto Caron Street, down Cunningham Street, across Central Street, down 4th Street, across George Street, South and George Street, up Sandon Road, and cross on Caron Street. So we are asking the traffic or the motorists who live across George Street, please park on one side. That when I think they have a ban, so when the ban going across, it can be a flow and easy, smooth flowing. So I'm asking the motorists across there, please to park on one side. Also, from today, it'll be a one-way traffic direction by the OTI going around by Fisherman's Wharf. So traffic will be only flowing from OTI N to Fisherman's Wharf. You wouldn't be able to flow from Fisherman's Wharf up to OTI any longer. And the reason for this is because the undermining of the southern side of the road.
Oh, yes.
So Public Work, along with Traffic Department, is working in collaboration with this. So we're going to block the road to make it a one-way. So motorists, if you go up there and you see it one-way, please to turn back. Because it's undermining. And I don't want, God forbid, any accident to happen across there. So that's why we are making it a one-way from today.
Thanks for the heads up, and thanks for the information, and enjoy the rest of your morning. And Godspeed. We'll meet again next week.
Next week, Wednesday.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Stay tuned. We have a report for you, a 9 o'clock report coming up next. Compliments the Grange.
You're simply the best. Better than all the rest.
Are you looking for a place that provides skilled